What's going on, folks? This is your boy Napalm back again with vlog number, I think this is 16. So yeah, man, I'm trying to find not like a new camera or anything like that, because I did have a Canon EOS 5 and it did work pretty well, but I noticed that my vlogs get real shaky because I'm holding the phone, literally. Like, don't hold the phone. But like, as I hold this camera, it's like I'm getting decent footage. You know, the footage that I get is definitely decent, and I'm trying to figure out what I can do to get better stabilization on my vlogs, because I don't want my vlogs to look like somebody with Parkinson's syndrome. Is that who shakes a lot? I don't know. But yeah, I would rather people not complain about seizures and stuff like that when they watch my vlogs. So I'll be looking forward to probably getting a new camera soon, so that, you know, things could be less shaking. This is not the way I would prefer to shake it up, because, you know, so yeah. But yeah, so what's going on, man? I really got another place of employment. It is at a plant, so it's not exactly my preferred method of employment, but it's definitely something that can get the job done, and it's definitely something that can pay the rent, and that's what I'm pretty much looking forward to. Like I said, there's an apartment that I'm looking forward to getting, and once I get that spot, I will be able to, you know, pay the rent and, you know, pay internet, pay car maintenance fees and stuff like that if need be, and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. You know, still on the bus as of right now. The bus fare was actually free all week because RTA changed up a whole lot of routes. Like their entire routing system changed. Like there's like new buses. You know, the buses are going different ways, so they gave us like a whole free week so we can get used to all of the changes that were made. And yeah, so now that that's going on, I think that last day was today, though, as far as like the free fare, as far as like the free bus fare. So I think that last day was today, and yeah, you know, after the day it's right back to the normal. And yeah, it's whack because on Sundays, you know, the buses take forever. You know what I'm saying? You'll be outside, especially if you're not on time. Like if you don't like use your app to time, you know, when you have to go somewhere. Like if you got to be at work at 2 and you know you on the bus, give yourself a good 2 hours, you know, schedule ahead, because you never know when the buses are coming, especially on the weekend. So, but yeah, so other than that, just pretty much getting the finances together. You know, nothing really super interesting happened. I did want to do a couple things this weekend because I had a 3-day weekend, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, I won't say stuff didn't pan out the way I wanted to, but I don't know, just different things just didn't quite pop off like I wanted it to. Like as far as like just, you know, some of the places I wanted to go ended up being closed because of COVID, still closed because of COVID. You know, and a couple places didn't, because I didn't have a mask, wouldn't let me in. I'm like, dude, like, it's the mandate. Like, you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to not let me in because I don't have a mask. And then I don't have to show you if I was vaccinated or not. So, you know, that should be cool. They sitting there like, yeah, okay, well, no, we're not letting you in. So I had to get used to that fact. You know, it's your business, it's your business. You know what I'm saying? I can't make you or force you to let me into your business if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I was one of the only people, well, I wasn't the only person that didn't have a mask at the time they didn't let in. So I didn't feel 100% bad about it, but I was kind of like, okay, well, if this is the way it's going, this is the way it's going. So, but I mean, like I said, you know, I took my 3-day weekend. I think there's like a corporate is doing a roundabout check at the place that I work at. So they gave the entire plant off Friday, and of course, you know, Saturday and Sunday are days off. Some days they can call you in, I'm hearing. But I mean, my first week there, like I said, I was at a warehouse for almost a year. I was at a warehouse for about 9 months, and I got used to it. Like I said, it's physical work. I got used to it. It's pretty fast paced and stuff like that. But dude, if you think that warehouse is physical, that plant is ridiculous. That plant is so ridiculous. First off, it is like the size of it and the amount of employees in the plant is so ridiculous. And then the amount of work that's being put in at the plant is so ridiculous. It's just like, it's just something that I just don't, I couldn't fathom it. I couldn't imagine it on my own. But yeah, man, so I'm just like, okay, you know, do I see myself making an entire career out of it? Nah, because that's not, like I said, that's not my field. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I do. But do I see myself, you know, surviving and, you know, learning new skills and, you know, trying to, like, you know, hang in there and, you know, see what else I can get out of it? Yeah, because A, like I said, it pays the rent. And then B is like, what else am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, in the meantime, I have to be making money while I'm making these plans. So all of that is cool. All of that is fine and dandy. As far as, you know, getting to and from work, it's cool because I got a route set. So that's like no big deal. I really got to start eating better, though, like having like better lunches prepared and stuff like that. So on the work front, it's like cool. Like I can kind of see what's going on with that. And yeah, you know, I can see myself there for a couple years. I can see myself there for a couple years, and I can see myself saying, yeah, yeah, I'm, you know, getting this money for a couple years. I'm stacking up, you know, make some small investments, you know, put some savings up, you know, have a little fun, you know, go out sometime, you know, get that other style that I've been, you know what I'm saying, talking about going. So, but yeah, other than that, really just trying to enjoy this weekend. So just wanted to check up, and I had a topic I wanted to talk about. And I guess actually I had a few topics, but I guess I'll talk about I mean, I got like a good 3 topics, but the one that I guess I'll talk about is influence. I'll talk about influence. Hopefully, y'all don't get like y'all brains ain't shaking off the camera. I'm trying to hold it as still as possible so that we can all see without, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just trying to hold it still. All right. Yeah. So influence. Influence is huge. Influence can change your life. If you are influenced by the wrong things in life, you will probably lead a life that is bad, got bad influence. So for instance, like let's say if you are a person who is with family, let's say you have a wife and you have kids, and you know you got all these responsibilities. You gotta make sure your kids get to work. You know, you gotta make sure, to school. You gotta make sure your wife is okay. You gotta make sure her emotions are, you know, at a certain level, stuff like that. And let's say you run into people who, let's say, I don't know, don't have that. Like they have like something that's totally different. And you start to hang out and you start to kick it with these people. Now, what will happen is, this is just my opinion, what will happen is you will pretty much start to not live like they do, but you will start to be influenced by how they live. And it could be the other way around too. But it's so much easier to be influenced by them because they live like a freer life. Like they have like less responsibility. Like they're not, you know, paying this bill and paying that bill and, you know, no, they're not doing that. But you are. So it's like, and they don't have to worry about, you know, what else is going on in the household, but you do, because you have that family base that you have to look after. So like you start to be influenced by these people, And then you start to feel different. It's like, okay, um, you know, he get to leave work and go wherever he want to go. I leave work and I got to go right home to such and such. And you start to feel like, okay, is this really the life that I wanted? You know what I'm saying? Is this really the life that I need? You know, was I looking forward to this happening? You know, I know all of the people I hang with can kind of just freelance and do whatever they want, and I'm the only one who got to do X, Y, Z. And that's what I mean by influence. It's like we start to change, not like how we think based off what we see, but we start to change based off our surroundings and the people that we are with every day. Now, if you want to be the bold one and say, "No, man, you know, can't nothing change me. I'm strong. I know my character. I know such and such. I know this and that X, Y, Z," then good luck, because you know it's a lot of different influences out there that can make you not change who you are, but make you change how you see life. You know what I'm saying? You know, another good example, like if you are, let's say, you single, you know, let's, you know, flip it around, and you hanging around a bunch of married people, and you start to feel lonely because you like, you know, people I hang with, all they talk about is their wife, and all they talk about is their kids and how they took, you know, their little daughters to the pumpkin patch, and you know how his wife just, you know, how they, you know, put down payments on houses and cars, and I don't have none of that. I'm not doing none of that. So that makes you want to go out and get that because you don't have it. But the people you hang with now, if you was hanging with a different crowd that was like you would be less, I don't want to say subjected or less prone to, but you would just be less, I don't know, I wouldn't want to say you wouldn't care, but you wouldn't be thinking like that because that's not what you're around every day. Like you would think about it, but it wouldn't be like the number one thing that you think about. You would be like, okay, well, you know, this is what I do every day, and then that's it. Now, another thing is this. If you are, like, let's say, like a child, or if you are like a kid and you have different friends, and let's say your friends go to school, whatever, you know, get decent grades, got college on their mind, already know what they want to major on, you know, they already know, you know, what they want to do, they already had a future planned out, and these are your friends now. These are the people that you go to school with every day. You know, these are the people that you see every day, and these are the, you know, people that you're influenced by every day. So Monday through Friday, you know, 8 o'clock through 3 o'clock, or however long the school hours are, that's how long it is that you hang with that person or those people. And they start to rub off on you. So you saying, oh, shoot. So when you graduate, so you going to college, huh? And they say, yeah, man, I'm going to college. And you say, well, which college? And they say, I'm going to Harvard, Yale, I'm going to community college, I'm going to ITT Tech. And you just wasn't thinking about that because you just like, okay, you know, I just wasn't even thinking about it. But, you know, up until you just said it, and this is your group of friends. So your group of 6 to 8 friends all have these plans. Then you start to be influenced by it. You start to say, well, look, if, you know, they going to school, I haven't made my plan yet, I should probably look at a school too. So it's, you know, that's what that's what a big portion of life is really like. Like, what are you influenced by? Like, what's your influence? You know? And it's the same way if it, you know, on the street. If you know, some people, you know, they on the street and they see themselves and they like, yo, man, you know, I'm on the street. Man, you know what? I might as well just party while I can. Yo, man, you know, I'm on the street. I might as well just go ahead and just, you know, live life for today. You know, find me something to eat when I can eat. You know, get these drinks while I get these drinks. You know, get these jugs while I get these jugs, and just enjoy my little time now. Just do it while I can. Just, you know, why wait? You know what I'm saying? And that's what they see this street like. It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, it's not that it's wrong, but that's the influences that you see on the street. Like, you just see people who just live for that moment. You don't really see people who you know, want to do better, but living on the street, that's rare. Like normally, like if you're on the street, your influence is different. You have a different influence. You see life differently. You don't see the need to save and stack your money and, you know, make investments and, you know, kind of calm down and look at a different viewpoint on stuff. You don't see that on the street because you don't need to. There's really no need to. But like I say, some people see the street at a totally different way. Some people see themselves on the street and they like, I gotta get me a place to live. I gotta find a way to find employment. I gotta find a way to get this car. I gotta find a way to get some clean clothes. Gotta find a way to get food for the week, for the next 2 weeks. Gotta find safety. Gotta find showers. So it's like, you know, it's all about what your influence is, and a lot of that has to do with how you grew up. So if you grew up and you had both your parents, or if you grew up and you had, you know, some family behind you, or if you grew up and you had, you know, decent people behind you saying, yeah, you know, you should be doing this, man. You know, you should watch out. You know, you should, you know, without education, you won't get too far. More than likely, when you hit the street at whatever age, you'll start to see whatever you were influenced by growing up. You know, so if you had that rough life behind you, if you had that street life, the thug life behind you, and, you know, then that's what'll be there. You know what I'm saying? You won't now, that's not everybody. Some people, they have their own mind and they can, you know, create their own vision. So you can have all the thuggery behind you and you can still see your own life. You're like, okay, I understand all the people in my family did this, but I'm trying to get to the point where, you know, I'm creating my own future. You know, I'm trying to get to the point where I don't want to just follow what everybody else did. So, you know, then you start to see that. So that's like a big thing on influence, man. And influence is like everywhere. Influence is like, you know, you could be influenced by rap music. You could be influenced by, you know, what's on the tube, what's on TV. You could be influenced by YouTube. You could be influenced by me. You could look at me and say, man, this dude just don't shut up about all these topics. You know, what's his influence? My influence is knowing that I have the information and knowing that I'm passionate about the information. I'm very subtle about the information. I'm very sometimes blunt and to the point with the information. But no, man, my influence is just knowing that I can go back when I'm done with all these videos and actually see that, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I actually can make a difference. You know, if not in my own life, in somebody else's life that may be watching it. So that's what my influence is. And like my parents were kind of the same way. You know, my dad, he knows a lot. He used to tell me a lot, you know, watch out and stuff. My mother used to do the same thing, you know, watch your back, don't be a fool, stuff like that. So yeah, man, that's pretty much what my influence is. But that's what I feel like a lot of life is. And I feel like a lot of times what we expect is to change our influences. We want to change our influences, but we don't want to change our lifestyle. Or we want to change our lifestyle, but we don't want to change our influence. Like, for instance, if you know you work a rough kind of construction job and stuff like that, but you want a nice, delicate wife, you know what I'm saying? You want a nice, like, you know, librarian wife. You know, librarian life is quiet, sit by the fireplace. It's probably not going to happen. You're probably going to need a partner that's as tough or as durable and can handle your lifestyle and understands that you are in construction. You work a hard life. It's physical. You know, you want stuff set up probably as soon as you get home. You want a hot meal so I had to set up, a bath set up, you know. You need stuff cleaned and ironed and stuff like that. If you find like another kind of wife, she won't understand because she's like, I'm not cooking and cleaning. I'm not getting out. What, I look like a slave? But she don't understand that you're tired and you've been working, you know, 8 hours, or, you know, 10 hours straight, you know, 12 hours straight, and you've been doing hard labor, and you just want to feel comforted when you get home. And she probably don't understand that. So with that said, it's like you gotta watch out what you ask for and what you hope for and what you influenced by. So like you have to be realistic about it. You can't say, yeah, I work in technology, but I want to, be around people who do, I don't know, chemicals. You know what I'm saying? Chemical science or something. That's not too far off. That's kind of like a bad example. But I don't know. I guess you can't say, I want to be around somebody who is, into, I don't know, running a newspaper press, but you work at the Indian Stadium or something. I don't know, baseball stadium. Just don't work. So we got to be more realistic about our influence, what we influenced by. So that's just a little bit what I think about influence, man. I think it plays a big role in what we do every single day. I feel like what we say every day and what we do every day are big influences. I feel like we need to watch out for what we put out there every day. I feel like the things we say every day are what are the images that we paint for other people to see. So if you the type to show up to work every day, slaughtered, wasted, you showed up to work, but you were so intoxicated and you do this every day, we're going to see you as a drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like what you put, that's the influence that you put out there. I'm influenced to believe you are an alcoholic. You show up to work every day drunk. So you got to watch the signals that you put out there into the world, because that's what people are going to see you as. That's like huge. It's very important to remember. But yeah. So I guess that's it. That's it on influence. Can't really see nothing else. And I guess I mentioned depression on the last one, but I'll get a little bit to it now. I'll bring up depression too. Two topic vlog this time. So depression can hit anybody. You can be a billionaire, you can have $1 trillion, and you will still be hit by depression. You will be hit by it because it's not about how much money you have. It's not about how protected you are. It's not about the people you know. It's about your state of mind and what you really believe happiness is. And for a lot of us, it's not really to the point where we can easily say, yeah, man, I'm happy, man, I'm happy. It's like, nah, it's like you got to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be happy to you. You know what I'm saying? You can't say I'm happy. You have to be literally for real. You have to be literally like happy, like seriously. And I think depression happens when we allow so many outside sources to invade our internal happiness, or invade our personal beliefs and personal happiness. That's when depression starts, because you start to say, well, I share my personal happiness with this person, or yeah, I go to work every day, so I don't have time to develop my personal feelings, or you got all these different excuses and all these different things that you can say. But it really starts like within, as far as like depression. And that's like part of the core of it. The number one core of it though is what you allow in. Like, that's what I think. That's where I think depression starts, and that's where I think it can stop. Like, once you stop letting outside sources in, you start to see that it's not even me. It's all these other things that are surrounding me. It's all of these other people, it's all these other objects and food, and there's all this other stuff that I shouldn't even be concerned with, but because I let it into my life, now I got to worry about what this person is doing, or now I got to worry about what this source is up to. So it's really just about what you do, and it's really just about how you handle yourself when you are in a state of depression, or when you are faced with episodes of depression, or times when depression can happen to you, you have to watch out for those situations. Depression can be caused by family. Depression can be caused by the food you eat. Depression can be caused by the lifestyle that you are living. Depression can most certainly be caused by just about anything, man. You got to be strong enough to know yourself well enough to say, that's not for me. Instead of just letting it in, saying, well, since this is out here, I'm going to just do it anyway. It's like, nah, that's what's harming us. That's what's hurting us. That can't happen. And another big thing is what we do every day. You know, a lot of chemicals, like I said, we put in our bodies, man. A lot of the stuff we eat every day. You know, if your body can't handle it, if your body can't deal with the things that you're putting in it, like if your organs can't handle the chemicals that are put in, like if your body isn't processing the chemicals or the things that you're putting in it, then those things are going to sit in your body and not move or not process or not dematerialize. They're going to sit and sit and sit and sit. And the body is not designed to sit. Like, there's tubes and intestines and organs. All those things have to work and, get air in them and get, blood pumping, and vessels got to pump, and circulatory system, and all those things have to be working. So if your body is just holding on to chemicals, you're going to eventually become depressed because your body is not even moving. Your system is not even pumping anything. There's nothing happening in your body. So, that's just one thing. And a lot of the stuff that we eat every day is designed to cause depression. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of like grease, man, a lot of like fast food, like I brought up in the last vlog. Dude, fast food is just like, it's just like, it's fast food. It's fast. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant for you to eat every day. It's not meant for you to say, hey, this is healthy. It's like, it's like it was made fast because it's made for you to get a quick meal when you're out. Okay? It's not meant for you to eat it every day. You have to learn your body, and that's the unfortunate quest that we all have to learn. Like, what goes in my body that can help. Not everybody can eat vegetables and instantly, become healthy or super. It takes time, especially if you made mistakes. Like if you was in your 20s, you was living fast all through your 20s, catch up to your 30s and 40s, you got work to do. You got vitamins you got to take. You got, certain stuff you can't eat no more. So you have to watch out. And then that's just on the food side. On the people side of things, oh man, it's like, and here's the part that's really hurtful. If it's like, even if it's your family, like if it's your own people that's causing you to be depressed, it's like you have to be in a depressive state just to talk to them. Like, or like you had to be thinking in a certain darkness in order to even relate to them or even communicate with them. You gotta cut them off. Because it's hurting you. It's to the point where now it's like, okay, dude, I still got a life to live. I still got a life to live after I talk to you or after I see you. I can't just sacrifice my whole life because you depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, we all got stuff that we all got to do. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only one with problems. But you will become depressed because you start thinking about this person. Oh, man, I couldn't talk to this person the way I wanted to. Oh man, I couldn't. I wish I could have reached out to this person. It's like, dude, don't blame yourself, man. Don't blame yourself, man. You did what you can do, and you have to move on. Now, I'm not saying completely just dismiss them for life, especially if it's family. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have your own life. You have to be responsible for your own life. Just like you feel like you need to be responsible for that person, for that family, you are first. That's what a lot of family need to understand. A lot of times we think we should be putting the other person first. Like, oh, well, my brother, he just don't talk to me. Nah, he putting himself first. He didn't forget you. He just putting himself first, man. He doing him so he can help you. Because how can he help you if he's messed up? So, but that's like a huge part. And as I said before, we just get so used to not being able to communicate without being a certain level of negative. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's really tearing us up. That's what's really killing us as people. Like, we got so used to being negative, we just said, all right, let's just operate off negativity. It's like, no. It's like, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not gonna operate off negativity. I'm not just gonna act like that's normal. No, that's not what I'm doing. And if that's what you're doing, we probably just can't have a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I gotta protect my heart. I gotta protect my organs. I gotta protect my aura, my life. I got more and more stuff to do. I can't just stop and be negative forever and say, well, that's life. It's like, nah, I got other stuff I gotta do. And carrying negativity through that, nah, that's not gonna work. Everything that I'm working for is gonna continue to crumble because I'm harboring negativity off my family, or I'm harboring negativity off this job, or I'm harboring negativity off what's going on in the street. It's like, nah, man, you can't do that. You gotta be, but it takes a strong person though to work on their own aura, work on their own positive outcomes in life. You have to really watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just talking like it is on the vlog. It's more than just saying words, saying, well, yeah, it's easy, all you gotta do. It's like, nah, it's definitely a job, but it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. So, but it starts with watching what we do every day. Watching out what we do every day, man. Like, that's number one where it starts at, and that's number one where it'll finish. Watch what you do every day. Watch how you eat. Watch the people that you hang out with. Watch out what you do, man. Watch out what you do. And it's not an overnight process. It's not like if you have depression, oh yeah, it'll clear up all year in a week. All you gotta do is take this pill to clear right up. No, it takes concentration. Sometimes it takes, changing up what you eat, changing up your food, changing up your diet. It takes cutting off certain people. But you really have to want it. Like I said, it's a lot of us that got used to living that kind of, depressional kind of lifestyle. It's a lot of us that got used to it. And now we just saying, oh, man, I might as well just keep it going like this because this is what I got used to. It's like, nah. It's like, nope, you gave up, and that's what happened to you. Now you got to live like that. And a lot of people don't want to be around it. So, but, yeah. It's possible. And even if you did live that way for a long time, you can change your life. You can change your life. Now, if your job is just depression, well, that's different. I don't know how you gonna change your life off, your job, being depressional, and you got to show up to your job every day and it's depressing. I don't know what you're gonna do. Like, find a different job if it's that simple for you. I don't know if you got a degree where you're working at, or if that's what you're doing to pay the bills. But if where you work is depressing, it's going to be hard for you to change your life. It's going to be real hard. Because you got to be there every day. Every day. There's no changing. It's not like you can turn off your coworkers on and off. Like, you have to communicate through some kind of means every day. So, like, what are you going to do? Just change your job? Keep changing jobs until you find somewhere where you think is positive, or until you think it's somewhere where you can survive that? Because it's too much work to work at a depressing job and then try to go home and change your vibe. It's just too much work. It's possible. You can, make where you live a totally different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Got your sage, got your candles, your crystals and your rocks and all your stuff. And that's positive, but you have to show back up in negativity every day. So, it's too tough. It's too tough. And positive, like I said, it's not really the style, man. In this right now, in this generation, in this era, it's not really the style. Positivity is not really raw. You know, it's nobody promoting it. Like I said, you look at most of the rap videos. I haven't seen any rock videos, so I can't really, haven't seen a lot of rock videos lately, so I can't really get into whether or not rock is promoting positivity. But not even all rap is promoting negativity. Like I said, it's different, and it's artists who know the difference between. That's another thing. That's like the biggest thing. We gotta really train ourselves, and our kids mainly about the kids. You gotta train them to see that that's just an art. That's not the full lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That you see on the video. That's what's put out there to make the money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and the artists know that. And I learned that because I started watching a lot of interviews. Start seeing interviews that was actually talking about, you know, how the artist got put on, you know, how they got signed, and, you know, the background they from, the state they from, the family they from, and stuff like that. And they were like nothing like in the video. Like in the video, they was throwing money, and, you know, those girls with they butt shaking, and, you know, fancy cars and all kind of, you know, the hood was just jumping, AK-47s and guns. And then you see the interview when it's like, man, this dude is quite professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought this dude was like gonna be like an Alabama banger, I don't know, some type of street lord, street thug or something with an accent and all kind. It's like, nah, like, dude was pretty intelligent. You know, he thought out the question. He had a pretty good answer. You know, he thought about the interview process. He processes information. He knows the definitions to everything he's talking about. He's not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? He's not like some drug head. I don't know. He's not stupid. He wasn't stupid. So you gotta watch the image, and that's what I mean by influence too. Like, you gotta watch what you put out there, because people don't judge you off what you think about you. They judge you off what you put out there. So if that's what you put out there, that's what you put out there. That's cool. But you gotta watch it. But yeah. So, you know, a lot of that, man. Just gotta watch it, man. You gotta know your sources. You know, you gotta know your own sources, and you gotta pretty much know what you can handle. And that's really what it boils down to. What can you handle? You know what I'm saying? What can you do? How do you survive? You know, stop copying everybody else. Just because you come out here and you see everybody else doing a certain thing, you know, stop copying everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just because he doing it don't mean you supposed to do it. Find your own style. Find your own way to find out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just because he got on these sneaks, find your own style. You know what I'm saying? Just because he went to McDonald's for lunch, find your own thing to eat. Bring your lunch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just because everybody else, you know, quick to holler at these girls and stuff, you know, wait, calm down and wait. You know what I'm saying? A good one will come for you, or you'll run into one, or something will happen. Don't be so thirsty. You know, don't be so quick to be like, oh, I gotta get one now. It's like, dude, things will happen. Focus on what's important to you. And whatever is important to you is what's going to bring you everything you ever wanted in your life. Focus on what's important to you. That's like the top priority. You know what I'm saying? What's important to you. So, I think that's it for me today. This is Napalm. Click. This guy on Napalm 2009's channel. You're welcome to leave comments. I know on the last vlog I was pretty brash and was like, you know, don't nobody ever leave comments on my videos, man. But nah, I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't promote this channel really all like that. So I can kind of see why there's really not any comments on the vlogs, because I don't promote the channel. Like, maybe after I start promoting it, slapping it on bus stops, posting it downtown, come up with like some type of, I guess, QR code or something like that, and, you know, put them up on the glass at the rapid stations. You know, if I do that for 6 months and still don't get no views, then maybe I can be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all just acting like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But nah. So, but yeah, leave comments, and yeah, you know, whatever, you know, leave topics. I covered 2 topics today, influence and depression, and I will definitely have more topics coming soon. So Y'all be cool, and I guess peace out. Stay tuned to the next vlog.